Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Tottenham Hotspur have registered their interest in Manchester United skipper Harry Maguire. Plenty of fringe players as well a few prominent names are set to depart Old Trafford, with the club captain Harry Maguire's departure drawing the most media attention. The Englishman really struggled to impress the new manager as he managed only 16 starts in all competitions. Apart from high-profile errors, he seemed shorn of confidence and looked slow and tipped when the ball, while his pace or lack of forced the team to start from a lower defensive position than the manager would have liked. What was worse was that he lost his preferred left centre-back position and found himself fifth choice behind left-back Luke Shaw. England manager Gareth Southgate kept backing him on the international stage, but did indicate something had to give in future, or else the 30-year-old would lose his starting berth. While Maguire has still not completely given up the chance to try and earn a place in Ten Hag's team for next season, the fact that the club is looking to raise money through player sales might indicate a departure is on the cards. A few Premier League clubs have expressed interest, with the Telegraph reporting that Tottenham Hotspur are one of the teams. Maguire, despite the intense criticism, has always been a model professional, and at this stage, a parting of ways seems to be the best course of action for both parties. He is valued at 20 million euros as per transfer market, but United will try and get at least double that, considering their huge initial investment of £87 million back in 2019. Man United goalkeeper Dean Henderson convinced he will join Nottingham Forest permanently. Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson is convinced that he will join Nottingham Forest on a permanent deal this summer, according to Manchester Evening News. The 26-year-old signed for Steve Cooper's side on a season-long loan last summer. He was impressive between the sticks for them until January, when he sustained a thigh injury. Henderson failed to recover from the setback for the remainder of the campaign. He underwent a surgery last month, but is expected to be fit for the beginning of pre-season. It's now reported that the United graduate is convinced about rejoining Forest on a permanent transfer and is perplexed by recent suggestions that he could stay at Old Trafford. Forest are currently weighing up a £30 million bid for the shot-stopper, but a transfer could be delayed by United's complex goalkeeping situation at the current point of time. While United have opened the door for Henderson's exit, they are presently focusing on David De Gea, who has turned down a pay cut to extend his contract expiring this month. If the Spaniard leaves as a free agent, United will invest in another quality goalkeeper. Tom Hitton or Nathan Bishop could provide backup to the new number one next term. The England international was touted to become United's future number one, but he is now determined to secure a permanent move away from Old Trafford. Henderson signed for Forest last summer without speaking with manager Erik ten Hag. Shortly after joining them, he was critical over United's treatment of him. He said that he was like a caged animal and it was criminal to waste 12 months on the Red Devils bench. After such comment, it's unlikely that Henderson has a future at the club. Hence, it could be a matter of weeks before United negotiate his permanent departure. Forest are leading the race to sign him, but the Red Devils should not entertain any discount. They should demand the majority of the £30 million transfer fee up front. Man United target Adrien Rabiot, close to renewing his contract with Juventus. Manchester United target Adrien Rabiot has agreed to extend his contract at Juventus, slamming the door shut to a potential switch to Old Trafford. According to Corriere dello Sport, the Frenchman has accepted the Serie A club's proposal to commit his future to the Allianz Stadium. Rabiot's current deal in Turin runs out on June 30, which prompted Man United to consider him a potential candidate to bolster Erik ten Hag's midfield options. However, the 28-year-old has performed a U-turn on his initial decision to end a 5-year stint at Juventus, opting to extend his stay at the 11th hour, handing the Red Devils a significant transfer blow. Mason Mount remains United's dream signing, but Chelsea's reluctance to negotiate their playmaker's sale to fellow Premier League rivals has complicated their pursuit. Having already had three bids for the Englishman rejected, Man United shifted their attention back to Rabiot, only to see the former Paris Saint-Germain ace pledge his allegiance to Juventus. While Massimiliano Allegri can now rest easy, safe in the knowledge his first team star will be in Turin next season, Ten Hag's quest to strengthen his engine room is back to square one. Rabiot first landed on United's shortlist last summer, but a deal fell through as the Italians refused to sell their midfield metronome despite his contractual wobble at the time. But their readiness to run the risk of losing him on a free transfer has paid off, as they have finally convinced the left footed midfielder to remain, even though he won't be playing in the Champions League next season. Now that Rabiot is not in the frame, Man United can either make another attempt to persuade Chelsea to let Mount move to Old Trafford or start exploring other ideas. Juventus willing to sell Federico Chiesa for 60 million euros, Man United watching with great attention. Manchester United are one of the clubs interested in signing Juventus attacker Federico Chiesa during the summer transfer window, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Italy international has been with the Bianconeri for the past 3 years, but there is a possibility that he could leave this summer due to the lack of progress over a new deal. His current contract expires in June 2025, and Corriere dello Sport claim that a goodbye is possible, as the Bianconeri may not want to lose him on the cheap next season. The Serie A giants purchased Chiesa from Fiorentina after a 2-year loan last summer for 50 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons. They would prefer to recoup the entire fee. United are currently watching with great attention, but they are not alone, with Liverpool, Newcastle United and Aston Villa and Bayern München also keeping tabs on him. The 25-year-old suffered a serious knee injury at the beginning of last year and only made his return to first-team action in the weeks leading up to the World Cup break. In the second half of the season, Chiesa struggled to cement a starting role due to four minor injuries. He found form in the last month, but United should be wary of his fitness issues. Chiesa would be a good signing for the Red Devils. He can play anywhere in attack. Last season, he managed 10 goal contributions from just 1,483 minutes for Juventus. Despite this, they should not make a huge outlay on him. 60 million euros is a significant price for an injury-plagued player. He would be a good buy for 30 to 35 million euros, but not more than that. Blow for Manchester United as Harry Kane prefers Bayern München move. Manchester United transfer target Harry Kane is favoring a move to Bayern München this summer, reported German journalist Florian Plattenberg. Kane has been touted for a move away from Tottenham Hotspur in the upcoming transfer window. He is the club all-time top goal scorer and ended last year with a personal best 30 in the Premier League. Despite this, he is yet to win a trophy in his career, and the Spurs were unable to qualify for Europe, finishing in 8th place. Several top clubs have been linked with a swoop for the England captain. Man United are known admirers of the 29-year-old, while several sides across Europe have also been rumored with an interest. Many people expect Kane to stay in the Premier League as he pursues Alan Shearer's all-time goal record. He is currently on 213 and needs another 47 to match the Newcastle United legend. However, it may not be that simple. Tottenham would prefer to sell their talisman to a foreign club in order to avoid strengthening a potential rival. Kane has a year left on his current contract. Despite this, they are likely to demand a 9-figure sum for the striker. According to Florian Plattenberg, the Englishman has been in contact with Bayern München, who have received an indication that they are his preferred destination. They are reportedly confident of reaching an agreement with Tottenham, and they hope to sign him for under 100 million euros. A striker is at the top of Bayern's wish list this summer. Kane is the priority, while the likes of Victor Osimhen and Randal Kolo Muani have also been considered. As for Man United, a forward is also their top priority. Their only natural senior striker is Anthony Martial, who has struggled for fitness and form. If the Red Devils miss out on Kane, they will look to other options. Osimhen and Kolo Muani have also been linked, as well as Atalanta's Rasmus Haaland. Rasmus Haaland is yet to fully convince Manchester United of his potential. Most of the reports were linking United with a sensational move for Tottenham and England captain Harry Kane, with Erik ten Hag unhappy with the options at his disposal. Among the alternatives, Atalanta's Rasmus Haaland was a name that figured prominently, and at one stage, his price was also quite affordable, considering his one-year experience in Serie A. However, as with most players linked with the Red Devils, the addition of a United tax saw the Bergamo-based outfit ask for a ludicrous 80 million euros. Now, Football Insider have claimed that while the asking price is not as high as previously claimed, United themselves could have apprehensions regarding the deal. The Dane is still only 20 and has only one season of elite-level football under his belt. A move to the Premier League could come too soon, as per club insiders. The report reads, a well-placed source has told Football Insider that the 20-year-old would present a cheaper option for United, with Atalanta holding out for a fee of £60 million for his services. However, there are some reservations within the Man United recruitment staff about Haaland's suitability for a big money move this summer. Sources say the Denmark international is seen as raw and perhaps not at the level of other top targets like Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen and Randal Kolo Muani. This report could potentially indicate why United have not worked with more urgency regarding this transfer. It could be a case of United thinking of alternatives. The Dane made 34 appearances in all competitions for the Serie A side since his switch from Stormy Graz and managed 10 goals and 4 assists from 20 starts. Haaland's Atalanta deal is valid until 2027, and he is valued at £45 million as per transfer market. United could potentially get him on the cheap this summer, as there is a good chance he will explode in the coming season. Erik ten Hag would be very happy to embrace Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag would be very happy to reunite with Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Red Devils are currently uncertain over the future of David De Gea. The Spaniard has refused to accept a significant pay cut on his current £375,000 a week salary. His present deal expires at the end of June, and Corriere dello Sport claimed that Ten Hag is eyeing Onana as a replacement for the long-standing goalkeeper this summer. Inter are looking for around €60 million to part ways with the 27-year-old. The Serie A outfit are eager to recoup funds such that they can reinvest on new signings. Their sporting director, Osilio, has already travelled to England to follow the negotiation. The Cameroonian star worked under Ten Hag at Ajax for 4.5 seasons. During this time, he developed into one of the best ball-playing goalkeepers in the world. Onana has continued to impress since his move to Inter on a free transfer last summer. The former Barcelona ace was brilliant with his distribution and shot-stopping last term. He completed 30 passes per Serie A game with an accuracy of around 79%. He managed an impressive 48 touches per appearance with more than 6 long balls. Onana's super ball control and sweeper-keeper ability would make him an ideal fit for Ten Hag. He should be well accustomed to the tactical demands of the Dutchman. The 27-year-old should be a super piece of signing for United. Inter are eyeing £51 million for the transfer, but could be willing to accept a lesser fee up front for the experienced goalkeeper. Fabrizio Romano gives Man United a huge boost in Mason Mount saga. Manchester United are continuing to try and reach an agreement with Chelsea for the transfer of midfielder Mason Mount. Despite making several offers to sign the England international, United have so far come up short in their pursuit of Chelsea's number 19, believed to be demanding as much as £65 million for Mount. Todd Bowley is proving to be a tricky negotiator, and while the Red Devils are understandably keen to change their reputation of being a club that overspends, failure to reach an agreement could see Erik ten Hag walk away and pursue alternative targets. However, providing an update on the ongoing saga, leading transfer expert and out-of-side columnist Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that all parties remain keen on finding a solution. He said, Man United won't wait forever. While we are speaking now, it's on, but let's see in the coming hours or days what they decide to do. From what I heard on the players' side, the message over the weekend has been very clear: sell me now, or I will leave as a free agent next summer. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.